I think today we're going to drop a different version of that into the chat here in a minute. I'll bring it in. It has less pie slices, but it's kind of a cool variant of the one they went with. And that way, if anybody in the gang wants to ever host meetups and do their own, get a little crafty with it, you guys are welcome to also, have that asset at your disposal. But that wheel turned out really nice. You guys did a great job. We got Mike Callium on the stage. Hey, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Sounds like Gotchi guilds are in the formation stage.
Yeah, this is we had a good turnout from the ITF here. I don't know if we have a total like a head count, but it sounds like at least 4 or 5 friends from the community are down in Miami, making a presence with the ITF. So dope. The Grachi Greedors, as it's called now.
G-
Lost Local, I see you trying to speak there.
GM, can you guys hear my audio now? I was having some issues this morning.
Yep.
Sick.
Sounds good.
Just a quick preview of the hour ahead, guys. There's so much to pack in. We're obviously going to be checking in and following along with Art Basel in Miami, all the Gotchi gang down there, the fake Gotchi artists, the Greedors, everybody's down there, Z-Bot. And then also the big tournament or promotion for Dropped the Fallen Gotchi, the game from Slick and Oliver, I believe just went live. There's some announcements in their Discord. We got to get Oliver on stage to tell us the lowdown on how to jump into this tournament. We're talking about 5,000 ghost and prizes over, I believe, between now and the 19th. So the next 10 days. So, I mean, talk about play to earn. That's some real legit value. And you're going to come away just also enjoying an excellent game. So, yeah, the leaderboard is empty, Slick says, and ready. So we're definitely gonna have them hop on stage here in a few, and they can take their time and just basically walk us all through how we can be a part of this. And I think like it's just so great to see a game that's not from Pixelcraft that's also showing up, and really it's not a mini game in any sense. We're talking about a legit game here. So super sportive and excited for that. And what else? We've got, oh, earlier today, in accordance with Miami, we had our Pixelcraft game go live, at least the first world. We've got a beta version of Licky's Escape now live. So we'll be talking about that a bit, dropping a link in the chat. If you guys can't wait for that or were unaware, just go to the Game Center, click on Licky's. It's live now. And it's for iOS devices, and it is you have to have the Test Flight app on your Apple device, and then you can play the whole first world, and then it cuts off right there. Um, so the full version will be going live in January. Now it's bug testing time and just general feedback. So yeah, you can start to get a feel for what Lickies is all about. Made sense to launch that at Art Basel. They're all playing it at the hotel, I believe. They've got some iPads out, and guests and everybody coming through the party are able to go hands on with it. There's probably a couple other things going to be coming up this hour. Call them out if you know of anything that we need to call out. But yeah, there's just, oh, and Spirit Force shipping a new build, right, Coder Dan?
Yeah, I believe Andy did ship that yesterday already. They got the game center updated. I think it does look like Hyperplay is still lagging behind a little bit on updating that, but I'm sure they've already sent the builds over to them. And yeah, we Andy put out a big update in the gaming updates channel that like goes over all the different patches and fixes they put into this version. Quite an extensive list, to be honest. So yeah, everyone, I'm looking forward to getting in a few matches over the weekend. I'll be jumping in as well. So tried to play earlier today, but then had to do some other stuff. But sounds like the friends who have played so far are quite enjoying it.
Very cool. So yeah, just a ton going on. Yeah, so Oliver and Slick, let us know anytime you want to hop up, and we'll dedicate as much time as needed to just, I mean, it could be the whole hour just figuring out more about Dropped, the backstory, and the tournament specifics. And I think you want to play as a team of three. We'll find out more, I guess, right now. And yeah, and then
GM.
no futuristic. Keep moving that camera. We'll be following along on Art Basel, and we want more updates later in the hour from you guys too. So let's get Oliver
Yeah,
in.
definitely.
And yeah, welcome guys. So excited to hear more about the state of Dropped.
GM, thanks for having us, guys. Yeah, we're super pumped. Today's our launch of our big event.
GM, and good evening. Hope everybody's keen to start descending some dungeons and try to beat some of our high scores. We've got some crazy big scores in the last 24 hours, so it's going to be super interesting seeing how everybody goes in the next 10 days.
Yeah, absolutely. We got
So
some
you
great
guys-
prizes
you
up.
guys- 3 servers. So if I want to play with someone in the US, do I need to go to the US server? Is that how this works?
So basically, as soon as you get a code from someone else, you can just enter that code and hit join, and it'll automatically flip you over to the server that they're
Oh,
on.
great.
So if you're just playing by yourself, just pick whichever server's closest for you. And if you've got a friend that wants to join your game, just send them your code.
Nice. You guys just reset the leaderboard 10 minutes ago. I don't see any entries coming in yet, but I'm sure they're coming. And
First step.
talked a little bit about the leaderboard last week, but maybe for the friends who weren't here, maybe an overview of what is out up for grabs in this competition here over the next 10 days.
Yeah, I'll run you guys real quick. I just dropped a link to the thread there that has all the details lined up in more detail. But yeah, we got some really good gotchis. For the top prize, we have this Grail Gotchi Crit Monster. He's a Haunt 1 BRS 552 low ID. The ID is 282 on him. Link Gotchi. He's looking super nice. He's for first prize here. And then in second place, we have Big Smash, who is really good in the game. Very tanky melee Gotchi. Coming in for second prize. In third place, we got a Geode Smasher. And then going down, we have some Fireballs. And up to the top 100, we have Geodes from Legendary all the way down to Uncommon Geodes for the top 100. And then we have some special prizes for the top duo. So whatever team of 2 that gets a high score and escapes together, they'll bag themselves. We have a pair of gotchis here. They're kind of like twins, 526 and a 519. And then we have a nice, juicy 541 gotchi, Notorious BTC, for the top solo score, dropping in here. And then we have, in the other meta, the max depth meta, we have just one prize for the solo player who dives the deepest in a solo run, and that's a pickaxe is the prize for that. So all in all, it's over 5,000 ghost in prizes. I think even more if you actually look at the value of those top gotchis. We go over 5K ghost. Just got some good deals on them. Hunting around. Yeah, so super pumped for the prizes. Got some good enthusiasm. I think it'll be a really good turnout.
I think one of the super important things for everybody to be aware of is that the prizes will go to your wallet for this round, so you can technically go onto the rental market and find an absolute beast of a gotchi, and if you get the highest score with that gotchi, those prizes will go to your wallet. So for anybody who wants to peruse the rental market, there could be some good opportunities out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really good for renters. And one caveat on that is, since it is one gotchi for one prize, If you rent a gotchi that already has a high score, you would have to beat that high score to get a prize. And on the flip side, if you get a high score and then somebody rents that same gotchi later during the week and gets a score higher than yours, they will eliminate you. And I do apologize for the ambient noise. I'm working remotely at the moment, so there's some stuff going on in the background.
That could actually be like a kind of a fun strategy. See which gotchi has been rented out and got a really high score, and then like just trying to snipe that one right at the end. Could be a little competitive, because it obviously, if it's a well scoring gotchi, it might have some sort of advantage in the game, or maybe it's I don't know. Has the meta changed in the last couple weeks since people have been playing the game? Like, did you guys put any new updates out that could change how the game plays?
Not too much. Just put some polish on things. Added a little bit more artwork, so you can see like some of the mine corruption coming through. Like the pink corruption elements are added in. The merchant got a facelift. Snuck in a few more insane difficulty levels, and then just made some minor tweaks to like the point balance with the sea ghost.
think
Oh, and the
one of
spiders jump
the-
now.
They're more annoying now, but they're good. They're good. They used to have an instant attack, so as soon as they got within range, they would instantly attack you. So they're a bit hard to dodge, but now they jump all over the place, and if you're nimble, you can dodge them. So it should be a lot more dynamic.
Nice.
I think one of the really like bigger, I guess, meta changes we made was to actually implement XP. So at the moment, for the higher you are in XP and the higher levels you are, all of your base stats get a bit of a lift. It's roughly about a 1% increase per level, but you'll notice for gotchis that that are like level 10 plus, like they do become quite powerful. So I'm definitely expecting to see some of the really beastie XP gotchis get to the top of this leaderboard by the end of the event. I think there's some level 30s out there or something. Is that the highest right now?
Yeah, especially like Maniac and the ones that are eating all the gotchis, I would totally expect them to be in the upper 20s at this point.
And
So I
nice.
guess if you own a gotchi with a lot of XP and other traits that are well positioned to play a certain role in this game, if you're not renting and lending out your gotchi, maybe you should consider doing it this week. It will be in demand.
I could definitely see the owner of Maniac renting out that for like, I don't know, I'd rent it for 5-10 ghosts to give it a go.
Hey, Slick, I've got a simple question for you. Just talking about the leaderboard, is there an opportunity for a solo player to place well in terms of the rewards, or are you really looking to try to pair up and maximize on a 3-person squad?
So what we've found in the last couple of weeks is that pretty much if you team up, like you'll do a lot better. Like just the DPS of 3 gotchis versus 1 gotchi makes a huge difference. Like a big part of this game is the fact that you run out of essence. So it's very time based. So just having that raw DPS advantage of having 3 players makes it quicker to clear levels, makes it quicker to take down enemies, and just helps in general getting through the levels quickly and as deep as possible. So I highly recommend it. But we definitely want to reward some of the hardcore solo and duo players. So that's why we've chucked up a couple prizes for the top solo and top duo teams as well.
Yeah, just to add one note to that, right now the design doesn't differentiate from the amount of players. So it's the same game if you're 1, 2, or 3. Enemy HP, everything's identical. So it does favor the teams right now. But in the future, there will be separate leaderboards and some differentiation there as well.
And nice development.
Yep. So if you don't have a team, I just created a team channel in the drop Discord, so you can maybe find some matches to team up with.
think probably one of the other upgrades we made in between the XP event and this one was, I think, the juice. I don't think we had the juice live for the XP event, did we, Oliver?
No, that's right. It's all new since then.
So the juice system is, we really wanted to, because we're building a roguelike, we really wanted to introduce a little something that would give a certain bit of random variation to players' runs. So every 5th floor, there's the juice merchant. If you haven't played since the XP event, we've now got the juice merchant, and you pick up Sea Ghost or Corrupted Ghost throughout the level runs, and you can opt to buy little buffs from the juice merchant for your runs. So they can be things like an increase in HP for like 4 to 5 floors. They can be an increase to your critical percent chance stats, as well as a couple of interesting gambits and other things in there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how players utilize those, and I guess we get to see which ones are the most powerful and which ones just aren't as useful.
I really like the one that added range damage. That was super powerful. But I think it was like for 5 levels.